everyone, and welcome to Monday Mania, where we discuss everything that has happened in the world of triple threat promotions. I am your host, Cassie Willow. With me this week is Reno Phillips. We're discussing events between the 18th of January and the 24th of January this week. Ronin Pro news, we had Ronin Pro episode 28 final. Lance Evers would face Big Bushido. Big Bushido picking up the win. HTB would face Paul Saturo. HTB picking up the win. Razor Parsons would face local talent. Razor Parsons picking up the win. Nick Lincoln would face Antonio Bartlett. Nick Lincoln picking up the win. Beef Bucket would face Riley Kingston. Riley Kingston picking up the win. Canadian Stampede would face Warren and Bolek. Mercer would face Sana. Sana picking up the win. We had Ronin Pro FC 28 final. Airwolf would face Morgan Church. Morgan Church picking up the win. Overkill would face Brandon Phoenix. Brandon Phoenix picking up the win. Russ Sutton would face local talent. Sutton picking up an easy win. Johnny Acid would face War. War picking up the win. Pat Rex would face Akano Day. Nikita Bolek, one half of the Ronin Pro Tag Team Champions, would face Respect Champion, Arik Acid. Arik Acid picking up the win.
Triple Threat Promotions news. We had World Championship CAWs. Dungeon of Destiny. Part 1. Kid Tenchi and Leopardo Oscuro would face Cosmic Tiger and La Gargola. Cosmic Tiger and La Gargola picking up the win. We saw Freddie Armani. Mia Ferrari would face Dash Urai. Dash Urai picking up the win. We saw Yeston Roberts and Nathan Sanders talking. We then heard from Brittany Beth, who was interrupted by Kathy Cross. We then saw tensions rising with Mia and her problem solvers. WCC Tag Team Championship. Number 1 contendership on the line as Starbuck and Power faced Bred for Combat. Bred for Combat picking up the win. We then saw Victor Wolf laid out. WCC World Heavyweight Championship on the line as Jack Ketch faced War Machine. Ronin would attack War Machine before Freddie Armani attempted to cash in, stopped by Iaston Roberts. We had World Championship CAWs, Dungeon of Destiny Part 2. 3 TP Women's Championship on the line in an elimination chamber as Nella, Madwoman Nina, Alice Young, Cynthia Violet, Kathy Cross, and 3 TP Women's Champion Mai Nagano battled it out. Jessica Saint was supposed to be in the match, but Cross attacked her and took her place. Kathy Cross picking up the win and the Triple Threat Promotions Women's Championship. We then heard from Jack Ketch. 3 TP Men's Championship Elimination Chamber as Chris Iris, Kano, Simon Youngblood, Randy Hammond, Nathan Sanders, and 3 TP Men's Champion Uncle Willie battled it out. Uncle Willie picking up the win and retaining the 3 TP Men's Championship.
New Extremes Wrestling news. In contract news, Super Tornado, Whitney Palmer, and the Emulator all renewed their contracts for another year. We had New Extremes Wrestling, Brawl 385. Charlie Braddock would face The Purist. Charlie Braddock picking up the win. We would hear from Tasmania. We would see Ray Sullivan and Brad Morse talking. Joe Freeman would face Wyatt Harris. Harris picking up the win before Eli Ward would attack and the cage lowered around the ring thanks to others from the Savage Garden and Mother's Children invading the production room. We then heard from the UWO, John Youngblood would face Carl Abbott in 3 rounds of injection division action. However, the Phantom would demand that Youngblood loses if Simon Youngblood wants to speak to his son. Carl Abbott picked up the win overall.
Unfortunately, the system we were using for views didn't explain it was just a trail to try and get you onto a paid model. We aren't willing to do that with all the other expenses we have here, so viewing stats are out.
Well, that's all from us for this week's show. Links to all the Triple Threat promotion shows we've covered can be found in the description of this video or on 3tp.page. We'll be back next week for another Monday Mania, next Monday at noon UK time. We'll see you then.